Well, another bit of advice is know that many Indigenous people across the world, and especially Yolngu here in northeast Arnhem Land, read body language really clearly, much more intensely than most mainstream people do. And there's different forms of sign language and so forth, which means different things in different communities. One of the most important things that you need to learn is don't call people by the beckoning finger. Now, there's a video on our website called The Beckoning Finger, and you can look at that. But using this action is extremely rude, not just in Australia or the original Australian culture, but it's also extremely rude right throughout Asia. And I'm going to be straight up and say, basically this means an erect penis. Right throughout Asia, that's the same symbol. You've seen people on, there's an ad out where they use this little one, you know, this guy is doing wheelies or something in a car and saying, well, you've got a little one, you know? Well, it's the same here, only it's far more offensive. And if you're the teacher at the front of a classroom, no teacher should come into Arnhem Land without being taught this, or into traditional Indigenous communities without being taught it. But unfortunately, you're not being taught it, so I'm teaching you here quickly. Have a look at the video too. The way to call people is underhand. Call people towards you to come out. Now, if there's a brother-sister in that classroom and you do this, well, basically you're creating an offence because of an avoidance relationship there also. So it can be extremely offensive. What it says to the kids in the classroom is that you're a morally corrupt person when you do this sort of thing. And I'm sure that's not the message that you want to give to your students. It also takes those students to places where they should not be thinking about as children. In other words, it's like switching on a pornographic movie in the middle of your teaching, in the middle of your lesson. They shouldn't be going there. And therefore, no teacher should step into Arnhem Land without learning the proper Asian way and the original Australian way of calling somebody toward you, which is come here, or come, just, it can even be on the side, but never this.